This week's Torah portion of Parshat Beshalach says and attests to the fact that Bnei Yisrael yotzim biyad Ramah. Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, experienced the Exodus. They come out of Egypt biyad Ramah. Biyad Ramah presumably means literally with an outstretched and upper hand. They had an upper hand because presumably they defeated their enemy, or at least they believe so prior to their arriving at Yam Suf 8 days later. But what does biyad Ramah really mean? What does it mean to have an upper hand? Rashi says, Bigvura gvoha u'meforsemet, that they had an unbelievable strength. And now the question becomes, what does it mean to be strong? How do you define that? Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch has an unbelievable insight in which he explains what Yad Ramah means. Yad Ramah, he says, comes from Melachim, Vayarem Yad Bamelech. Vayarem means that they rebelled against the king. They were able to overthrow the kingdom, as it refers to in Nevi'im. And so Vayarem is that I have superseded, I have been victorious over. Vayarem, to uplift, I have lifted myself above you, in a form of rebellion, as explained. But the Rashar Hirsch explains, from here we learn that real Yad Ramah is atzma'ut gmura, to be completely on your own, to have your own mind, to be able to form and formulate your own opinion, to express who you are, what you represent, the ideals that you hold close to your heart, the ethics that you embrace, and the ideology that you chase in your life. That is Yad Ramah. That demonstrates true strength, inner source, inner strength, inner understanding, and the ability to be resilient as a result of who you are, what you represent, and the goals and aspirations that you focus on in your life. Continues Rav Hirsch, the Jewish people did not come out as slaves. Shenidu lehem shlosha yamei chufsha. Paro did not allow them to have 3 days of freedom. No, this was ultimate freedom. They now became their own people. Hu shichrer otam legamre. He let them out completely. Hem yatsu biyad Ramah. What does it mean? Hem naasu atzma'im. The Jewish people became independent, an independent thinker. How many times do we hear from our children? I know with my 20-year-old, he very often tells me, I am searching for myself. I am searching for my own identity. I'm on a journey to discover who I am. It's very difficult for me as a parent to respect that, because as a parent, as an overbearing parent, as a concerned parent, and as a parent who lost a child, I often feel that I need to give direction and guidance and tell them and ask them and prod them in terms of a proper direction. But ultimately, what everyone longs for, especially our teens or adolescents, is their own identity. I need to find myself. I'm on a journey to figure out who I am. We hear this over and over again. And to a large extent, we as parents, one of the goals that we have to have, and I'll never ever say that I am an expert or even know parenting very well, because it's the most difficult job in the world, but we as parents ultimately have to give our children atzma'ut, their independence, their ability to find themselves, their ability and the capacity to figure out who they are and what they want to contribute in this world based on their own attributes and qualities, and accentuate that and respect that and encourage that. That's what the Jewish people experienced when they came out of Mitzrayim. Someone who suffers from mental health ultimately wants to find their own identity. They want to have their own independence. They don't want to be codependent on other people. They want to be able to say and express, hey, I'm worth something. I am valuable. I have what to give to this world, and I can do it myself with my own strength, with my own inner voice. That is Yad Ramah that Rashar Hirsch explains Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, experienced when they came out of Mitzrayim. We should aspire to infuse this in ourselves, infuse this in all the people around us, obviously to understand as well as observant people and people perhaps of faith that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Hashem is behind it as well and that He is supportive of us, but that ultimately this is the atzma'ut, the independence that we seek, the ability to say, I am and have value, and I have what to contribute to this world. That is Yad Ramah. That is having true upper hand and strength, providing that with the people around us and reminding them that you do have tremendous attributes, that your characteristics are exceptional, and that you have, in your own way, in your own unique fashion, something to contribute to this world. That is the Jewish way, it is the Torah way, and it is the Gila Way. Shabbat Shalom.